How's it going? Ryan here at etrailer.com. Today on our 2016 Acura RDX, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness. Many Acura RDX owners use their Hitch to do a little bit of everything, and that includes towing. And that's where the wiring is going to come into play. This is going to provide us with the necessary lighting functions on the back of our trailer to match up with the lighting functions on the back of our RDX to not only remain safe but legal. And one thing I really like about this wiring is the fact that it uses a module box. Well, that box is going to protect our vehicle's factory wiring if a short or an electrical issue were to occur on our trailer side. Now the wiring is going to feel really well built. Everything's going to be nice and thick and put together good. It's even going to have a thick rubber dust cap, and that's going to help protect our terminals from any type of corrosion. Now one thing I do recommend from time to time is putting on some dielectric grease just to take it a step further. And whenever you're ready to use your wiring, you simply just take it out of your storage compartment and drape it over the back of our RDX. Now anywhere along this edge here where there's weather stripping is going to be just fine. However, I do want to point out you want to avoid the latch or anywhere really close by. That way you don't have to worry about potentially damaging your wiring. So I usually like to drape mine right here in this area. So compared to some of the other wiring available, this one is going to have a little bit of an advantage because the length you get is really long and you're going to have more than enough to use just about any accessory. And whenever you're done using it, you simply wind it up, put it in your storage compartment, and that's going to keep it out of the weather, protected from the elements, and out of sight. Then you can just put your panel back on to keep it nice and hidden. And this is going to be really easy to get installed because it just plugs into our factory connector. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do that together now. To begin our installation, we're going to be working here in the back of our Acura, so we'll go ahead and open up our hatch. Now if we come here on the driver's side, we're going to have an access panel that we can pop off. So just kind of grab the corner, lift it up, and set it to the side. When that's out of the way, we need to locate our factory plug. And it's a little tricky to see from looking right at it this way, but it's going to be right here in this location. Now this is what that factory plug is going to look like behind our panel. So now we can grab our new wiring, and we're going to use this plug and connect it to our factory one. Just kind of reach in there and get it plugged in. Now we moved up to the front underneath the hood, we need to gain access to our fuse panel. So here's a box right here on the driver's side. So we'll take the cover off by pushing the two tabs in. We can lift it out of the way. Now the fuse that we're looking for is going to be fuse number 26 for a trailer. So it's going to be this opening right here. So we'll grab our provided fuse and put that in. Now that we have our fuse in place, we can go ahead and just put our cover back on. And again, here in the back, we can open up this fuse holder and install our larger included fuse. We'll push that down, put our cover back on, and now what we're going to do, instead of securing it and making everything nice and neat right this moment, we're going to test it to make sure it's working properly. So once you hook up to your trailer or a tester like we have, we're going to check all of our lighting functions. Start with our left turn, our right turn, our brake lights, and our running lights. To secure our box, we're going to use the included two-sided tape. We're going to make sure to clean both surfaces really well with some alcohol, which I've already done. We're going to take one side of the tape, peel that backing off, push it on our box, peel the other side off, and then stick it on the spot that we've chosen, which I've chosen right here, this flat surface. And we can come back with a couple zip ties and secure all of our wiring. Now when it comes to storing your forward pull wiring, we're going to have a few different options. You can either store it here in this compartment, Or if you want, you can open this cover up. Actually just kind of feed your wiring down through here and keep it stored in your spare tire compartment. Or if you take your spare tire out, most of the time you're going to have a rubber grommet, and you can use that rubber grommet to push your wiring through, and you can permanently store it outside next to your hitch. And if you're not going to be using your wiring right away, you can go ahead and store it and put your cover back on. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the Curt T-connector vehicle wiring harness on our 2016 Acura RDX.